Welcome to Jared's Bike Check, where motorized bikes are a way of life on this cold, wet, rainy day in the oasis of freedom. Let's get to it. Brr. Alright guys, let's get inside. Oh, man, it is some kind of nasty out there. Yeah, so I figured I'd talk to the camera for a little while here. We'll see how this goes while I sew up this seat. So yeah, I got my hoodie on, man. Even in the shop right now, it's freaking cold as shit. Wet out here. I ain't got no heat in the shop, so when it gets cold, it's cold. Stays like that way, like a refrigerator. Well, it rains inside. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of editing on this just to see if I'm in the video or not. Should be really happy if I finish this seat before I leave. Yeah, I guess I find it hard to talk while I'm sitting here sewing. So maybe I'll have to do a sit down at the table. Alright, well, I guess we gotta come in here because sitting in there ain't gonna work. We try to pull off a nice little safe meeting here. There we go. We're live. Well, we ain't live, but we're about to try some lives. Definitely it's on my list of things to do is let's try to go live to see what happens. Because I have this big trip coming up, I mean, naturally I want to bring people along with me, and I don't exactly know how I'll post videos and everything, but I figure I could at least do a couple of lives. I don't think I won't be able to do it. Get my tool ready here. So, what was I going to talk about in there? I was gonna say that I wanted to tell everybody how excited I am about going on this trip, and I'm trying not to wear everybody down with it before I go. In that way, that it's still more than a month. Well, not more than a month, about a half a month away now. So I'm holding as hard as I can. 3 weeks. Sorry, 3 weeks in February. So it's forever left. So there's some excitement for you. Definitely wanna hit the road, wanna go, do. So, if you're interested in exactly what I was gonna be doing, is I'm gonna be attempting to ride my bike across America, but I mean, I don't know, most of the trip is Texas anyway, so I'm gonna attempt to make it all the way across Texas first. That's the first mission, that's for sure. Texas is big, man. It's big. From corner to corner, you're like, oh, it's a long ways across that son of a bitch. All right, now, and I'm definitely, I'm putting together the Wall Goose. So it's going to be a great big old bike packing bike with 29-inch wheels. I'm putting the build video together right now. Amazon had dropped the ball, and I've been waiting on my disc brake pads to come in so I could finish the build. No shit. Wanted to make sure I had the right pads before I put it all back together. I will have some mountains to roll down, so I'm gonna need some brakes, that's for sure. I got the Schwalbe Marathon Plus E Plus tires for the thing. It's they're supposed to be extra rated, you know, and 5,000 miles or something at 20 miles an hour. So if I can get 2,500 miles out of them, I'll be super happy. But I kind of expect to get the whole thing out of it. I'm not going to bring any extra tires with me, but I expect if I needed an extra tire at some point down the road, I'd pull into a Walmart, or worst case scenario, I'd go into a bike shop. But I don't think that's probably going to happen too many times. Yeah, so I'll be riding the China bike all the way across. I put my cargo bars on the bike. It's got a big old set of juicy Big D cargo bars. Basically got all my camping gear sorted out. I'm definitely going to do a little quick once over through it. Maybe shoot a little video of that. So that way I can show everybody what I plan on taking. So how do I plan on? I plan on taking off in the morning. Probably of the weekend of the 26th there. I ain't gonna wait for the first necessarily. The first weekend, it's just right. Missed that Monday. Leave out that morning, do a 15-mile ride to my house, back to my house, because I'll leave the house, come to the shop, have the bill probably already ready the night before, ride it out, head over to my house, shakedown ride. You gotta see what wobbles off. This has definitely happened several times already to us. In the second trip that I took, oh man, it was a nightmare leaving the shop. The first whole build that I built didn't make it, but maybe 3 or 4 miles down the road, probably, this ain't gonna work, man. My tire got a bubble in it. I can't get rid of that. The bulge is killing me. Whoa. No, we're not trying to go that route. So I came back and switched bikes that time. And then on the way, I just left them dry rotted tires on there. Freaking one blew out on me. Right in front of Hurlburt Field. I mean, literally right in front of the gate. So you ain't allowed to hang out in front of the gate. Naturally, the old popo come rolling up. Make sure everything was all right, guys. Y'all have any problems? So, I mean, no sir, everything's going just fine. We'll be out of here just shortly. Bullshit. Couldn't get the fuck out of there, dude. Ended up having to call my old lady, have her come pick me up, run me by Walmart, let me get a tire. No, run me by the shop, let me grab another used tire. Whatever, I figured I'd grab one at the Walmart, but that was a whole nother story. Freaking Walmarts were not restocking there at that point in March of 2020. So, yeah, trying to head out it's been a nightmare. So I need the shakedown ride before I leave here to go out. So I'll leave here. I'll make it to the house. Hopefully it's just a in and out. Love you, babe. See you later. Bye. Head down the road a good ways, and probably 150 mile a day, so I should make it somewhere around Pascagoula, Mississippi. And from there on out, 150 miles a day is what I'm hoping for. That's the plan. That's why those other trips that I take, and bug out bike tours, the overnighters that I had taken during the year there, was a test of, what can I expect for mileage in a day? 140, 150 miles, that 140 mile day, that was just pouring ass rain all day. So that's worst case scenario. I had to make sure that even in the worst case scenario, could I pull a 150 mile day? Yeah, no, definitely. But with optimal conditions, like I did on the 300 mile trip there, I could, 6 hours on the bike, 8 hours tops, 25 the whole time. So no, it shouldn't take long. Left out in the morning on the way home on the last one there, and was back by like 3:30. So it wasn't bad at all. I had all afternoon left to hang out and sit around and do a few safety breaks. And that was with a breakdown too. The seat blew out. Not that, but the seat blew out, man. That's terrible. I just stopped at Walmart and buy another seat that day. What about the seats? What am I gonna bring for the seat? I'm probably gonna bring the little seat that I have on there right now. It has a few other riding options that it gives me. Allows me to stand up on the pedals better. Allows me to balance the bike between my thighs so that way I can ride without hands, which is another riding position. Roll your shoulders back and just doing it one time after. Oh, it's worth it. So what else was there? Bringing bars. Also the half rim that's on the handlebars is so I can lay forward like this and oh man, that's really comfortable right there. Yeah, leaning forward with your elbows on the grips and your hand grabbing that rim. You can definitely find some comfort in that. Yeah, so I've tried to increase the amount of riding positions that I had on the bike. It's definitely got its own look to it right now. Carrying the bucket on there because I don't know, man, it just makes life so simple. It's got the carry-all to it. You throw stuff in, you pull stuff out, wet, dry, food goes in there, animals can't, nobody can mess with it. Rain, it's perfectly rainproof. It makes an incredible chair every time you need somewhere to sit down and do a safety meeting. Gives me a little billboard to put some put my little logo and stuff on, and maybe some advertising. I was gonna put some stickers on it. She got me some stencils for stenciling some stuff onto there. Mostly gonna be front loaded though. All my actual gear is gonna be on the front of the bike. I like it all up front. I'm a big enough package for the back wheel to have to carry, so the bucket won't have much in it. All just a little bit of light food, stuff. But it will be the catch-all though during each day. You stuff this in there, stuff that in there. It gets heavier and lighter, but it won't have any problem carrying it. Still gonna take the roll top bag. Across the handlebars that way. That'll be handy. I'll have a little more salt storage for the can of sugar too. We're bringing about, maybe a pair of sandals and a pair of flip-flops. So that'll be my footwear for the trip. Probably look all crappy jackets, but whatever. I don't care. I don't really care. I'll probably have something to put a nicer jacket on. Won't be that fancy, that's for sure. What else? Turn it red, Jared, turn it red. I can even see it in the camera there. It's good for the circulation. Builds character. Puts hair in your chest. All that good stuff. It's known to fight the Rona. Well, that one knocked the crap out of me. I had to pause the camera and gather myself back up. So where was I at there? I guess it's the why now, the who, that's me. The what, man, I'm gonna be trying to ride across America on a motorized bike, bing bang boom. Where? From Florida to California and back. Mostly because I ain't taking no public transport this time. It ain't happening. That's a nightmare. It ain't that bad, but it's a nightmare. I got some strategies for public transport though, that I'll have employed with me to make sure that I can sleep well on a bus or sleep well on the train. And the why. So, why? Because, man, I need to take a break every now and then. That's for real. I'm a pretty stable guy. I'm a terribly stable guy. So, I need to get out there every 2 years now. Since 2018, I've decided that every 2 years I take some sort of do something stupid trip. So I'm gonna be out there doing something stupid, and I can't be happier about it. Tickles me inside. So I hope that I'll be able to share my joy with other people along my way. But I don't know. I mean, if any of y'all would be interested in hitting me up, in the comments and whatnot or something, ride a day or something. I don't know. I've never, but you see all the bicycle tour guys doing it all the time. So I don't know. What kind of camping accommodations will I be doing? Oh, it's going to be all guerrilla camping. So I don't pay to sleep outside, and I don't normally ask for permission either. That's just not a thing I do. So it'd be some guerrilla hangs from Florida to California, and as I go, I get bolder and bolder and bolder, and like a silverback. Until I'll fucking hang right in your park. I don't care. What's the worst you're gonna do? Run me off? I'm leaving in the morning. So, guess I'll be hanging my hammock across America. Maybe somewhere in there I'll do a hotel room, maybe once. We'll see. Usually around day 20. Getting kind of tempted for something like that. Maybe even a campground, if there is some sort of nicer campground that has those hiker-biker sites that cost $4 or $5, maybe I'd do something like that. I don't really look for them, though. And things aren't too hard to find. I'm a grown man. I don't have any hard-to-find things. Parts and pieces for specialized bike motor kits, those were incredibly hard to find. I ain't gonna have none of those pieces this time. I brought my own build. It's got its own everything. I could build it at the damn hardware store. There were Harbor Freights on the way. There was no special parts or pieces. So simple a caveman could do it. I don't use anything more than a crescent wrench. But I haven't fixed nothing yet. I done putting the motor on, did 700 miles on the white bike, and then put it on the beach cruiser now. It's done 300, 400, 500 miles now. So, shit. It should be fine. I'll be putting it back on the white bike and using it across. I think that's broke in pretty good. Yeah, it's got some good mileage on it. Maybe I'll change the oil. We'll see. I'm not real big into changing the oil too often. I bet it comes out black as hell though out of that right now. It has been like 1,000 miles. Be running the 2-inch roller on the 29-inch wheels. And for anybody with the motorized bike out there, they would be like running the 44-tooth rear sprocket, basically, on this 29-inch wheel. Definitely the 44, maybe more like 48 teeth if you've never had a range of teeth before. So it was a lot faster with the 26-inch wheel, but on the 29-inch wheel, I don't know, it's probably topping out at 28 miles an hour, maybe 29, something like that. Not real fast, but super strong, climb right over everything. So I need something like a Billy Goat climb a mountain or two. What else was there? Gear we're going to be taking. Going to be using the Predator 79cc. Bike Man Warp Drive is what I called it the first time. And Bike Man had told me maybe I should call it the Predator Friction Drive. I like that, Predator Friction Drive. That's a good name. I don't know what I'll call the tour. Some sort of redemption title for the failed attempts. Something like, I don't know yet. Oh, come on. It has to be Bug Out Bike Tour, though. That's the hat to have Bug Out bikes on it. It'll be a Bug Out Bike Tour. I will try not to be as bugged out this time, though. I'll try to be a lot happier. I'm going to be bringing y'all along, and I don't want it to be a sad time. I want it to be a happy time. And hey, maybe it'll be breakdown a holly time. And I'm gonna share all that. That's, that would be better. But I think I've worked out a lot of things now, so I don't know what kind of big troubles I'll have. Rainy conditions early on will be one of those. Damn, man, won't it ever stop dry up? Hopefully it does, I can't predict the weather. I don't know what it's gonna be like when I try to head out. Alright, well, I probably wasted enough of you guys' time, and I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's been really cool every time I do one of these. Everybody give me a response back, man. Super cool. I never expected anybody to be following any of this stuff, so I really appreciate that stuff. I don't have never asked for anything or anything like that. Wouldn't know how. So, thanks a lot for watching. I really